We didn't close the P. We put lots of things within the first P. Now, by reading these lots of things inside the P, what do you think this paragraph will be affected by? Or is it the same by default, or it will be different?
It has a background.
The background, yeah, okay. The background of the text, yes,
Is light gray.
will be light gray. Yes, you're right. So and how you do that? By using the element of style. The element of style is to affect colors or anything regarding the text. And these are the two main styles that we use. We use the background and we use something else. What do you think this paragraph will do?
The color will be changed.
Yes, it will be the color of the text itself. So in here, the first one, the background will be light gray. And here, the text will be red. Let's see how it's done. Yes. See? It is light gray. The background is light gray. Then the text here is red. By only changing this. Let's see if I can do blue. And by the way, these names are already like saved inside the coding language. And you don't just put anything there. You have to look for it. So I said blue. Let's hope it is there. I think it's there. Yeah, now it is blue. So we know these styles now that we can affect the paragraph with the styles. The same thing can happen to headings too. I can play with it. Let me try and see. Maybe it will not work. I hope it will. Let me try and put it here. Style. So I'm affecting the first heading, which is this one, to be blue. Yeah, it changed now. It is blue. So this is how you do the style package, the style element into the codes. If you don't do it, it will be by default like this one, like the boring, just black text. Nothing will change, no background and so on. Now, these are extra things, the B and the I. The B is to make a text bold. And again, you can insert the B here into a paragraph. The whole thing, you can put it in a paragraph. And here is to make the text italic, text المايل كده. And what do you think this is for?
Break.
Yes, to break. And if I don't put it, هذول بيرسلون في نفس الline. So I did break. So in here, let's see how it will be done. So this is the bold. It became bold, and this is now italic because we affected that. Let's. Yes.
What if we didn't put break?
If I didn't put it, we can try it. So if I didn't put it, they will be both in one line, I think. Let me see. Hey, شفتهم صاروا جنب بعض in the same line. So again, the break is for what? The break is for what?
To make a new line, like enter.
Yes. It's either you can put it just beside it, or you can just put it like this. It will look better for you as the designer of that page. So you know this is a break. You can always put breaks everywhere. But because this is not specifically assigned as a paragraph, it's just a text. It doesn't have the automatic break. And you remember here in the paragraph, if you do a paragraph, it will automatically break for you. But this, I had to use break because these are just texts. They are not assigned as paragraph. I just put the text to be bold. I didn't put it inside the paragraph. But I can do it. And you can see these codes can be embedded inside other codes. I can embed this into that, and I can put the style there. I can do italic and bold and so on. Even the same text can be part of it italic, part of it bold. But this is a little bit more detailed in there. So, are we clear at least for these basics? Because I want to go to the last one, which is the most interesting one. Are we good? Are we good through this HTML? How it looks like?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, the last part, which is called forms, which I like, dearly. So this is the form. The form family in HTML has many types of forms there, but I picked the top most used 4 of them. So the first form is called a text field. Don't go to the noise inside for now. Just know that this is a text field. And what is a text field? Is this one. You write something. You give it to the user. You create a text field for the user to put whatever he can do. And you can see this is the text label. And you can see this is the text label. And it is inside the label here. The label tag. And these blue lines, the blue fonts, are there just to store the value. When you put a text there and you click submit, a value will be stored. Where does that value go? It will go to a database. So it is very clear. Any type of page you see, and it has fields, there is always a database behind. And I am storing the value of this, whatever you will do, I will store it in specific fields. But for now, just understand that what we are doing with the forms is that we take something from the user to store, maybe to process, to save, or whatever. But these, the above, the heading, we are not taking anything from the user. The user sees something and he goes to a link or see an image. But the forms here, no, we are taking something from the user. And we are storing it. Where we are storing it? We are storing it in these blue tags in there. We are storing it in an ID and so on. And how you know this is a text field? When you see a text, the type, text, you know this is a text field. When you see a form and a type text, you know this is a text field. And you know this is the label of the text. The label that you will see, just like here, below right there. So this is the first form. Now, a second form. This is a second form. Form, then type radio. What do you think radio is? So
Radio.
the radio. So let me put it here. Radio buttons. This is the radio buttons. You know, the one that you see in exams. These are the radio buttons. And radio buttons, okay. The radio button is useful when you want the user to only choose one option out of multiple. But you can see here, when you see a code like this, look for the black fonts, because these are the labels. You can look also for the label tags, so you know. So this is the label. I am putting a radio button for two choices, Raka and Thikba. And you can see it here below. Raka and Thikba. I'm just putting a radio button, a form with two choices. I can put another one. And say, but I have to change things. Thikba 2. Value Thikba 2. And I will name it not Thikba, I will name it Jisr. Okay, let me see. Now, yes, you can see I have 3 now, Raka, Thikba, and Jisr. So you can see in here, the radio, this is a form for radio buttons. What are the radio buttons? It is these buttons that you only choose one from. The radio buttons. Now, there is radio options. Sorry, not buttons. Radio options. Now, there is another one which is also used. Form type checkbox. Checkbox is this. Raka and Thikba. And you can see the checkbox. You can choose 1, 2, or neither. This is the checkbox. You choose 1 or 2 or neither. So you choose 1 or multiple or neither. A checkbox. The radio buttons, you have to choose one. You cannot actually just skip it, the whole thing. You have to choose one. This is the radio button. But the checkbox is that you can choose 1 or multiple or neither. And the same thing in here. You can see from the checkbox here. I know it is a checkbox when I see form and I see type checkbox. And I know it is for Raka and Thikba as choices because these are in the label tag, or easily these are in black font. The others are, as I said, to store the value at the end to be used in database. But this is when I tell you, for example, when I show you this code and I say, okay, what is this code for? You say this is a checkbox for 2 options, which is Raka and Thikba. So this is how you know how it's done. Now, the last type of form, which it is something. Yes?
I didn't get the difference between the checkbox and the radio button.
So you can see in here, the radio button, it is in circular shape, and you have to choose one only. Can you choose multiple in radio button? No, you cannot.
No.
But the checkbox, you can choose multiple or neither. You can choose 1 or multiple or even neither. So the checkbox gives you more options. Like at the end of the day, you can choose 1 or multiple or neither. But the radio button, you have to choose 1 and only 1. Got it?
Yes, Mr. Got it.
Okay. So the last one, it is form